One Guru, One Technique series 10, Power and Prayer. It is a very interesting topic today. I'm Amritha from Trichy. With us, we have Priya Menon, who is an International Art of Living faculty. And here goes with the question session. My first question is, why in every situation there is discrimination between male and female power, ma'am?
Starting the power topic, power and prayer topic, we'll begin with prayer. Let's chant and start the session. Right, Amrita?
Yes.
Yes. Right. Keep your eyes closed. Jnanamulam Gururmurtihi Pujamulam Gururpadam Mantramulam Gururvakyam Mokshamulam Gurukripa Akandamandalakaram Vyaptam Mena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Shri Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Shri Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Jai Gurudev. Now ask me, Amrita. Amrita, you didn't introduce yourself. Introduce from which college are you in? What are you writing an entrance exam now? Tell all that to the viewers.
Yes. I'm Amritha from Tiruchirappalli, and I'm studying in Amritha University, Coimbatore. Currently, I've completed my third year in BTech ECE, and I'm an civil service aspirant, and I'll be giving my first attempt in the year 2023.
Yes, exam, right? UPC
yes.
exam or UPS exam?
UPSC.
UPS, right? Okay. UPS exam. Very good. You will rock. You will do very well. Okay, come. We'll start the session.
Here comes the first question. Why in every situation there is discrimination between male and female power, ma'am?
But I think, I also think why there is discrimination. Right. What do you think, Amrita?
I think there is discrimination between, it's because of the stereotype which has been evolving around plenty of years, where the ideas about female power is kept low, and that the male power is being more, and the main reason is stereotype only among the people.
As we grow up from childhood itself, this discrimination is there. See, you can't blame anybody for this. The society is structured in such a way that there is a discrimination between male and female. In the sense, see, physically it is right. See, physically in the sense, like there are things like you can, a male can lift a log of wood. So physically there are things that, a female body is made a little softer and a male body is made a little tougher. That is because why the creation is made is, to my understanding, it is to balance the work that is there in the that has been given in the earth. But otherwise, if you see in the mind level, body level, yes, both of us are different. But if you take in the mind level, as to my knowledge, it is equal. What a male can do, a female can do. So the power basically should be a balanced power. Because see, if you see nowadays, there are a lot of ladies who are pilots. There were times that, ladies ladies are not even allowed to, go into those professions. The ladies are, and if you see the history, you should read the history. Indian history is full of ladies who have valor, who have love and compassion and valor and boldness. Gurudev says very clearly, they are a very fine balance. And male is also equal. A male complements a female complements a male. There was never a competition between them. But as the years goes by, there have been so much of discrimination that they felt that the male will dominate a female. Yes, to a certain extent, the society is doing that. I'm not saying it's not. I won't disagree with it. Yes, there are times, that's because of the wrong knowledge they have got. They are not aware that a male is come to complement a female and the female is born to complement a male. Because this is, they take it as, a male, girls have to sit at home. They have to be completely. So that's mainly because of the wrong understanding that particular sector of society have given that particular knowledge to that, that particular section of society. But that's a wrong understanding. In Indian mythology, both are same. If you read the, the book called Sita by Banuma, Gurudev's sister Banuma, very beautifully, it's a very beautiful book which tells us the balance between Lord Rama and Lord Sita. It's such a beautiful book wherein I have read it myself twice, and let me tell you, it is showed to the world very beautifully that it is a fine balance between male and female. And in the inside the body, if you see, only a balanced person will realize that the power is also balanced. Why people seek power? You tell me that. People want, why do so much of discrimination? They say, no, ladies can't do. It's mainly because they feel they are powerful externally. But when a person is powerful from within, you need not your way of speech, your, naturally it is there in you. Power is a natural instinct from within. Wherever you need to have power, you automatically do there. Wherever you have to come back, you automatically come back and allow others to do. These are natural instincts of a human being. But since now the generation is such that, we don't have spiritual values and we are not meditating. So people who don't meditate and they want to prove power outside will discriminate. They will do anything to put a female down, or the female will do anything to put a male down. But that's not real power. The real power is a spiritual power from within. And when a person realizes the power, then let me tell you, the competition in the world will start ending, and there will be a fine complementing between male and female. The gods have been complementing each other. Wherever I go, it's so beautiful to see Lord Vishnu and Lord Lakshmi very beautifully balancing. They don't compete. Lord Shiva and Lord Parvati very beautifully balancing, isn't it not? Lord Brahma and Goddess Saraswati. They are balancing very well. So you just need to understand that we are also a reflection of them. We are also a reflection. Saint, like, Rishi and Rishi's wife, they balance it so well. If you see, we have Rishi Homa in the ashram. You should see, it's so beautiful, Amrita. You should come for Navratri once. At least once you should see. Gurudev never made them say Swamiji, and after that, Rishi, only Rishi. No. With every Rishi, there is an equal Rishi. Rishi's wife's name is also said, and Ahuti is given. So that shows, symbolically that gives us a meaning that we had been living a balanced life. Because of stress, tension and all that, we lost our own, we have lost in touch with ourselves. So then all the external dramas we do to dominate each other. Right? Okay, Amrita, you want to put in, you can add on to this, huh? If you have anything to add on. Do you agree with me?
Yes, ma'am, I agree with your views on this.
Correct. Okay.
Moving on to the next question. Why do we need power?
There are different varieties of power. Let me tell you that. We have political power. Oh, that's the whole thing. Political power is all about chair. Have you seen it in news and media? The war that's happening in Russia and Ukraine, what are they doing? It is purely ego power, I would say. I am. I say, you listen. Getting it? This is political power, wherein you are not getting opinions from the public. Come on, man. A country is not just a person who's sitting. The country is the citizens. This see, why are you are sitting in the power? Because of the citizen of India, or you are sitting in any country's power, it's because of the people. But now it is opposite, isn't it not? We don't have that's why that is happening, because it's not others' mistake, it is we have lost in touch with ourselves. That is political power. Secondly, social power. You go around with so many friends, and you want to prove yourself you're something. So there is a little bit of joy. All that is external. Some one criticism from somebody, your power, you will see the power going down. So that is social power, I would say. Then power at home. Like there are some females who dominate the house. Whatever I say, you can see that, right? In our own family, we can see. Or in some place, male dominate. What I say, only that you have to do. Even in small things like cooking, it can be very meager, but then they dominate the power. So that's how it begins. From small things like, today you cook this. If you don't cook this, I will not eat it. So, instead of that, of course, in our house, it's not there. So we don't know. But yes, there are a lot of people who have shared that. I have to make this many varieties of dishes, otherwise my husband will not eat. And I have to do so many things when I come from office, otherwise my wife will get angry. So I was a little bit surprised, because, for us, power is something which is from within. For me, that's what I have understood. The rest is all external. Whatever now, because again and again, I'm telling you, because we have losing the spiritual touch. That is why all the chaos that's happening outside is because we have lost the spiritual touch. When a person is connected to themselves, when you're meditating every day, if you're doing a Sudarshana Kriya every day, if you're doing a Sahaj meditation or any guided Gurudev's meditation every day, and we have very beautiful course called DSN, which empowers us. And we have also hollow and empty meditation, which, completely purifies us. If you are a meditator, you will not look for power outside. From within, you are powerful. And and when you start feeling the power from within, wherever it is necessary, you will automatically, by nature, it comes. And you will implement that, and then you'll step back and you'll know that this place I need not go, it will be done. So wherever your responsibility is needed in that particular position, you step forward. Whether people acknowledge you or not, it doesn't matter. Like when you're doing your UPS examination, after that, when you step up, you will know, Amrita, because you've been practicing, you will know that this is a place I have to step forward and do my work in the government sector. This is a place I have to come back. So when that starts establishing in ourselves strong, then we don't need external power and acknowledgement and praising. What is there in all the nothing? Empty bowls make noise. When you're full from within, and especially when you're full with Gurudev's love and security and everything, you don't need anything from outside to complete. Right? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. You very well explained about why do we need power. And
you can add on, Amrita, please put your ideas on it.
My idea on why we need power.
Because you've been in college, right? You will be having more exposure. So tell me, what is?
According to me, I think that one needs power to survive in the environment with different obstacles or different situations. And power within oneself is, as you said, it's very much important, because it's because that we have to face the, as you said, the criticisms from the outside world, and the negative energy. We have to overcome the negative energy, the negative thoughts of the people who are around us. So one definitely needs power from within, and also sometimes externally, physically, to survive in the environment.
Yes.
And here we move on to the next question. Why is prayer important in daily life?
Prayer is very important. Imagine the day you start with chanting. Even simple things like, Om Namah Shivaya chanting. Amrita, your video is gone. There it's come now.
Yes.
Simple things like, like chanting Om Namah Shivaya for 108 times. Just experiment this and see. Begin your day with prayer. And I would say pray with gratefulness, because God has bestowed us with everything. See the positive aspects. One of my friend Carol is there. We were there in Doha for some time, and she has been my colleague when I was working. So she used to tell me, Priya, take down. She's no more. I mean, we lost her in Corona. A very, very close friend of mine. So she used to tell her, Priya, pick up the paper, and if you write down the things that God has given us, it will definitely be triple times more than what we are grumbling. So one day I tried it out, and I was surprised. What she said was so true. My God, God has been bestowed us with so much, and we are not aware of it. When we start realizing that, gratefulness comes. And when your prayer is gratefulness, then it is something very different. But yes, sometimes, when we are helpless, we don't know what to do. That time also, you definitely have to pray, because you will see how the divine protects you. And these are things wherein you'll realize the power of the higher power, we say, the divine power. To realize the divine power, begin your day with prayer. Then you will understand that, okay, there is a higher power which is protecting us in all the ways. So then what happens is the quality of your life changes. The quality of what you are changes. So then, then the way you look at life, the confidence at which you walk in your life becomes different, because, at any circumstance, there is a higher power which will protect you. So that is the power of prayer. Prayer, basically, I would say, it's to make us realize that there is a higher power which is completely seeing us and protecting us, and who is in love with us. Right? You add on to this, Amrita.
Sure, ma'am.
You are from Tamil Nadu, and Trichy is a place of temples. Tell me.
I would say that prayer is the most powerful weapon against all the trials, and it's the most effective medicine against sickness. Like, we all pray to God when our loved ones are sick, and sometimes it works, and we feel much relieved, and we are so happy for them. And also, it is the most valuable gift we can give to our loved ones. And also, it helps us to focus our mind in one particular thing or goal, so that we can, without much distraction and deviation, we can achieve it as soon as possible.
Wow, you have said so well, Amrita. Tell me.
And yes, ma'am, can we move further on to the next discussions? Yes. And can you state some differences between power and prayer?
Power and prayer. Prayer is, as I said, it is realizing the divine power. Power is mostly, it is external. Power is basically, I would say, it is more with the ego, till you don't realize your inner divine power. And prayer happens to realize your inner divine power. Prayer is a starting point to realize. A person who don't pray, they don't have, I don't know, they don't have, if they are not a meditator. If they are meditator, then it is a different, the entire thing is a different ball game. But still, the rituals and prayer are a part of our day-to-day life. It's important. And power basically should be a balanced power. So this balanced power happens only with spiritual techniques and practice of spiritual things. Balancing, I would say, see, you can never see when we are praying. Have you seen Ardhanarishwar? It's Shiva Shakti in one form, isn't it not? It's a balance. The nature has already said the world is a balanced place. If you can, I mean, when you are praying Ardhanarishwar, can you separate the Shakti or can you separate the Shiva separately and pray? No. So when you are praying the Ardhanarishwar, it means you are praying for the completeness. And that completeness comes with meditation in us. So the power, and then power is very much external. It is to establish something external. And prayer is internal. It happens by itself. So power needs, I would say power needs something external to prove. But a prayer, it happens by, it is a natural quality. It just happens. You don't need to put effort to pray. Na, Amrita? Effortlessness is power, is prayer. Power is you have to put a little bit of effort. I mean, if you're once again, I would stress here that if you've not realized your inner power, but if you're sitting on the throne and you know that, you know, I am the energy form and I'm not this body. If you have understood, or if you have just got even a glimpse of it, then I would say that is much more, then you will understand that external power is nothing. External power cannot give you the completion or the satisfaction that the inner power gives, because the inner power radiates in the form of love, compassion, happiness, joy, bubbling, bubbling energy from within us. You know, each cell dances with power. And anybody, you know, you will be friendly with the entire cosmos, the entire world, the whole universe will come for you. And prayer happens from within. So unless you don't realize the power from within, power from outside will always be there. Because people think externally doing this, they are getting some satisfaction, yes, but how long? And when you are powerful from within, then whatever actions you do this in this universe, there will not be any, the divine will protect you from that action. Even if from outside people think that whatever you have done, you know, there are a lot of misthings that happens between us, right? They can tell anything about us, isn't it not? But if you are powerful from within, that will radiate today or tomorrow, the truth or the it radiates outside. And you know, the fine balance that happens from within, this is my understanding, there'll be valor and love together. Where you will be valor, you will prove valor. Where you have love and compassion, you will be love and compassion. So this discrimination will be there in us. And I would say the best example is Gurudev. You know, I have never seen Gurudev asking anybody for power. Wherever I mean, whichever accommodation he gets, he just goes. Now people are seeing Gurudev traveling in helicopters and plane and all that. You should talk to the first teachers who have come with Gurudev to establish. A lot of teachers are there. You know, it's such a loving thing to sit and talk to them. They say how Gurudev has traveled in train, how Gurudev has traveled in auto and buses. In the initial stage where Art of Living is not formed, where even meditation and yoga was, you know, people were not aware what yoga and meditation was. I'm speaking years, but I was not there. I've heard, you know, I love hearing all this from the senior teachers, extremely senior teachers. So when I do courses with them, they tell me how, you know, Gurudev used to travel. He is never asked for power. Power came for him. Today, the world recognizes him because of his love, compassion, and valor. Have you seen the valor in Gurudev? Oh my God, it's where he has to establish, you will see the valor. But the way, I mean, his nature is love. So he radiates love, and in that love, there is a sense of security for others. At the same time, where there is wrong, you will see Gurudev speaking it with full courage, because that is wrong is wrong. Because we have not been able to do this. That's why the entire society, I would say, is struggling now. It's mainly because we don't know how to balance this. And Gurudev has come all the way in this human form just to show this. You know, in this human, Gurudev never said all my techniques for children and for things are only for me, or I've given it only for, Sudarshana Kriya, he's opened it for the entire universe. Isn't it not? And it is a most powerful thing. And for children, imagine 8 years they are getting Kriya. My God. You have already started purifying. And the level of it, and the more we purify ourselves, Amrita, you will see the clarity of intellect. You know how much clear you will be when you start purifying yourself. And especially when you start and you do Pragya Yoga, it is awesome. Intuition process. It is such a, I don't know, it is a gift to the mankind. So Art of Living's, all the courses are designed in such a way that it is very simple. And the best example of power and prayer and everything is none other than Gurudev. He is so powerful today. He did not go and ask anybody, I need power. He is powerful from within. That is why within just 40 years, you see, we have reached almost I think 155, more than 155. Though in records we say 158 somewhere, but I think we've touched more than that. So many villages. How is it so many people are waking up with just Gurudev's look? He is full of compassion, love, and power. At the same time, when you see him during pujas, you will see the real prayerfulness also from within. So he is a fine balance of Ardhanarishwar, and wherein he is showing us that it is possible. Come on, wake up, meditate. Do your Sudarshana Kriya practice every day. Don't keep giving excuses that, I don't have time. 25 minutes in 24 hours, if you can't give yourself, then I would say this entire birth is a waste. I would really tell you, this is a waste that you people are spending your time for other things. If you cannot be powerful from within, then the entire life that you will lead is going to be stress. People will misuse you. Then, influences will start happening. Discrimination would be difficult. Everything will start happening. Example that I've seen is our Gurudev. If you can just look at our Gurudev and walk the path, you will understand what Ardhanarishwar is. You need not. And, this is a time where we need to balance power, even in society, even in political movement. Only then that we can restore restore the earth back into its original form. Otherwise, this is going to lead, all the war, everything that we are playing is only because of power. We should understand that power is very internal. We will destroy the entire thing just by wrong understanding of what power is. So spirit, that is why we keep telling, spiritual values. India was a country where we used to give spiritual values to others. So spiritual values are very important. We have lost it. That happens, as the generation, as the youth changes, so much of things came, and then technology came. But what we forgot is technology cannot replace a spiritual value. With spiritual value, with having spirituality in you. Spirituality is what? Knowing yourself. And then use technology in the right way. Don't get stuck to technology and leave the humanness in us. It doesn't make any sense. Amrita, add on to it. Your views on it.
My views on difference between power and prayer would be that prayer is something more of an energy form, ma'am. And the thoughts, and also about the inner self. And power is something, as you said, it's both internal and external, and one should see to that the external power doesn't overtake the internal power, and we should stay in balanced, or we should know the importance of the inner power, and we should take our life in such a manner that the world should be that the world should accept the true inner nature of oneself without exploiting the wrong nature, the wrong things, or the discriminations, or the negative energies around.
Very good. Amrita? tell me your experience on how Sudarshana Kriya was before, after practicing, etc. I know after going to college, you have your challenges to practice Kriya. I agree. Because,
Yes.
engineering, there are a lot of things, but still I would say find time. But you were practicing it for with me for quite a long time. Yeah,
Yes,
once
ma'am.
you went to college offline, then yes, I understand you, Vigasani and all have a challenge. I completely understand that. Okay. Now you tell me, how was it when you did
Like,
the Kriya?
yes, ma'am. I think Sudarshana Kriya was one of the important factors which helped me to decide my career for life, where I knew that that serving the people, or that was my passion, so that I could, the job what we do should satisfy us, not just 9 to 5 or a job till night, which just gives us money, but also it has to, we should be happy to work. And though it takes some time and efforts, that I concluded that this is my path, and it really gave me a positive energy to take this decision, though I was confused and all, but it really helped me for that, and I'm always grateful to you and Gurudev sir.
And how was it physically? You were enjoying the yoga with me like anything. So how was it physically and meditation and all? Did you enjoy all that? Did it make a
Yes, ma'am.
transformation in you?
Yes, physically I became much more energetic and also active, and it also helped me in getting back to shape, getting back to, I lost some weight, and it was really a good transformation.
How was it going back to offline, Amrita?
In college,
Online to offline?
yeah, it's quite challenging because our classes were online and we had to write our exams offline, so it was a bit stressful, and but still somehow we have to adapt according to the current scenarios, so we managed to write our exams and gave our best.
Your practicals are over, Amrita? All is done?
Yes, ma'am. The third year is completely finished, ma'am, and now
Fourth year is more of practical?
it's of a
No.
project phase.
Yeah. It's a no project. So you have to decide the company, right?
Uh,
How is it?
no, ma'am. It's based on the domain which we chose, ma'am. We've chose the robotics domain, and we have been allotted a mentor, so we have to
Okay.
work with him.
So artificial intelligence.
Robotics, not much of artificial intelligence, ma'am. It's like we are planning to work based on agriculture machineries, which will help.
Sense like you are working on a project which on an agriculture wherein the automated. Can you explain,
Yes.
Amrita? Because I don't know. That's
It's
why.
just we've just started with the initial ideas only, ma'am, to develop a robot which is more economically viable, and it is cost efficient, so that the farmers can buy it, and also that it is not and also sometimes the pesticides and all are harmful to human beings, ma'am. But when we use robotics, we'll not have the direct contact with it, and it is much more safe, and also these are the main aspects we are thinking to build upon.
Wow, you are an added person for the nation. You know what big thing you will be doing it for the nation once this model comes out, Amrita. Farmers will thank you. These are ideas which has to be implemented. India is a country which everything is possible in this. We need not leave this country and go to any other country to work. It is our wrong understanding that by being here, because of the population, so many other criteria we have to leave. No, when you start working in this country, you will see that this country is abundant already, rich in everything. Only thing is people have become lazy now because they go out of the country, they get lot of money, put it in the fixed deposit and come and sit there, do nothing. That doesn't work, right? When all of us, especially the new generation, when all of us steps in the mud, and when we start creating something like this, so many ideas put in, you see how India is going to move forward. And that is, Gurudev always says, India is going to leap forward. It's already happening. And now it will happen faster with all of you together. Okay, Amrita?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes. And coming to the next question, what is balanced power, ma'am?
Balanced power, Amrita, you tell me, what is balanced power for you?
For me, the balanced power is that the external power, or that is the ego, or some that sort of energies should not overpower the internal energy or power, which is mandatory for oneself to have a balanced mind state, and that helps to have a peaceful and satisfying lifestyle.
So when your energy gets balanced from within, automatically your action from outside also will be balanced. So you know,
Yes.
energy, what do you say, thoughts like domination, thoughts like, I have to overpower someone, thoughts like I have to retain my chair, do anything to, politically, that's what is happening. No, do anything to retain the chair. Imagine 1995, 95 years and all, they still don't want to give the chair. We have now, it's a living example that's happening right now. So they don't want to do, even if they don't do anything, they want to be in that powerful, because they feel by being in the social media, that is only power for some. Say anything they want, so that they are portrayed. So this is how the external power they will use until they don't realize the inner power. The day they start realizing the inner power, they will still be in the social media. It's not that they will not be in the social media, because especially if they are on a higher designation or on a higher, what you say, platform, for the doing something for the society, they will be. But they will know very well that this is not needed. Like they will know very well that this is very external. You are aware that what you're doing is external, and it will not touch you in any way. Yeah, it will not touch you in any way, and you just be. You will just do your work and you will move on. So balance from within, knowing ourselves, balance from within, and spiritual values are very important for the for the upcoming generations to come. Of course, all of us are working together for that only. Many of the children, teens, and youths have already done the course, they are practicing it. But I would once again tell all of you, get back to ritual practice. Gurudev says, going back to our roots. So our roots is nothing but our roots, inner roots. We have to start connecting ourselves. And the more we start connecting to ourselves and do meditation every day, 20 minutes, Gurudev, so much of guided meditations are there. Put anyone, just meditate and see the quality that you give to yourself and to the outside world. You will see that the interaction, everything from the gross, I would say, from what do you say, moving with people, handling yourself, and then talking to parents, talking to any relationship in that way, anything, you will see there is a fine balance. You will understand the other person well. All this, whatever you see outside, will not happen. So again and again, you have to get back to your practice. At least once in 6 months, do your advanced meditation program. Go within, spend your time in silence, which is 2 days. Be with yourself, and then you see, I don't know how to say, it's a very beautiful journey. This life is not, don't waste your life by crying. Misery, stress, tension, depression, all this is not our character. So do not manage stress. Get rid of stress. Clear? There is a wrong saying. People say, I have to manage. Why do you want to manage stress? It's not your quality. So why do you want to sit and manage stress? Get rid of stress. Get it out of your system by breathing. So many of Art of Living's techniques is very simple. Keep breathing, get rid of it, and then you see, you will, what do you say, you will radiate such a beautiful energy to yourself and to others, that all will start looking up to you and say, oh, I want to become like Amrita. Let me just, let me ask her what she's doing. And the work that you do also will be more profound. People will understand what you're doing better. So even the communication skills, everything improves just by breathing in the right way. So breathe it out. Breathe out your stress and lead a very happy. You need not. No, Gurudev always says, misery is, we are only inviting misery because we don't know how to handle ourselves. Happiness, joy is our own nature. So get back to your joy and happiness and be bubbly, and you will see things will start happening through you effortlessly. Okay, Amrita? Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Shall we conclude or anything else?
We can conclude the talk.
Conclude. You only have to conclude.
Oh.
Say thank you.
It was really a value filled and a completely, we had a lot of morals being shared by Priya ma'am. And thank you, ma'am, for sharing your experiences and your knowledge on the power and prayer. Hope it was a useful session. Thank you.
It was a useful session for you, Amrita.
Yes.
You
Yes,
enjoyed,
ma'am.
right? That is enough for me. Got it. So thank you very much for joining me for this session and contributing it to the people. You have also contributed to this particular topic, power and prayer. Thank you, and Jai Gurudev. Thank you.
Thank you. Very good.